What's up, you guys? Henry Gracie. We're here in my actual Gracie garage with the homies Tyson, Lawrence, Sami, and Steve on the camera. The neighbors right here. We just watched the fights. And it was the title fight that was really a half a pound away from an actual title fight for Charles Oliveira, but an amazing performance. So Oliveira drops Gaethje with a straight right after getting dropped himself twice earlier in the round. Recovering, he lands a straight right, drops Gaethje, and then he kind of rushes in from the standing open guard like this, but Gaethje's arm sneaks under and he sits up, so Oliveira tries to sneak this arm around the neck and he sneaks around the back for a rear naked. The problem is, because the arm was under Oliveira's leg, Gaethje's head was too low for a rear naked choke. So this is an effective defense to a rear naked choke. Problem is, Oliveira stuck around intelligently, as any Jiu-Jitsu master would, and he established what we call reverse triangle setup. The feet are crossed around the neck from the rear, and they're very much the same way a triangle is set up from the front in the guard, but it's just backward because he's facing the opposite direction. From here, he controlled the arm as he should, strikes. Eventually, he got his hands to release it, and he was blocking his face. So Gaethje's not blocking his face. You guys, I was yelling at the screen, right? Reverse triangle, the triangle. So then Gaethje, Oliveira goes for the triangle, but he goes for the triangle with the south leg going north this way. As a result, Gaethje was able to control the ankle and then feed it to a quarter guard and somewhat trap the ankle. And this messed up the triangle. When he eventually got it out, he was able to bust it out and it didn't work. Let's go back. So, note for all of our friends watching, come back, right here. When you're in reverse triangle setup, if you land in Oliveira's same position, don't take this, like go here, don't take the south leg north for the lockup because it gives too much control of this ankle. Look, take the north leg south. Because now I can hide the foot and you don't have a free hand to touch the foot that I'm going to choke you with. And then from here we have three squeezing options. We have the standard triangle by pushing the back of the head and squeezing your thighs tight right here. That's one. If that's not working, we can bend this arm and put it behind your back for an Americana. Two, that's a shoulder lock. And if neither one of those works, you hip out, especially if he's trying to go to your knees, freeze. I can come on up, control either one of the legs, and now we can go for the trash compactor. Right here. Where I'm pulling his leg. How was that? Pretty nice, huh? Yeah. Crushing his chest. So you can grab either leg, and by having the triangle in place and folding them like that, you're kind of compacting their sternum and they can't breathe. In either case, the triangle to the south side with the lockup would have finished the fight right there for Oliveira against Justin Gaethje, so please take that note. When you're ever in triangle top setup, go to the south, hide the legs, and then you have those three finishing options. In this case, because the triangle went the other way, and Gaethje was able to unlock this, what happened, he busted it, and he went to his knees. Oliveira floated off the top, he sat back, he turned, took his back, shot the choke in, and just in the scramble, landed like a master of Jiu-Jitsu, which he is, landed with that hand already under the chin. He ripped out his arm, he sunk the choke, and then correct defense by Gaethje in this situation. He was able to peel the top hand, because with the gloves on, the hands are a little bulky and they're hard to hide. So as a result, it's like it's on top of the head, and he was not able to stuff it fully, so Gaethje grabbed it with two hands, pulled it down, and neutralized it. Of course, Oliveira ripped it out and recycled, but the second time he tucked the glove a little tighter and used his head to secure it. And one detail that we love, and look at this, instead of just the head, where sometimes they can still pull it out, you put your chin on top. Now my chin is a nice little ledge that once wedged on top of the wrist, he can grab whatever he wants. Ooh, and he tapped. And Oliveira got up and was like, "Where's my belt?" Because for those who weren't paying attention or didn't know what went down earlier in the week, Charles Oliveira missed weight by 0.5 pounds. And in a title fight, if you miss weight like that, you forfeit the belt if you're the reigning champion. Gaethje stood to win the belt if he would have won, but because Oliveira won, he does not hold the belt. He's the #1 contender, and he called out Conor McGregor. You guys want to see that fight?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's a money fight for sure. So my boys right here, they tried their first class this week, you guys. They're neighbors up here in the neighborhood. I've been bugging them for a little while. Got you in there finally. Bro, let's be honest. How'd you guys like it?
Loved it, man.
Well, before you come a little closer, Tyson, come a little closer. Because, talk to us, you guys. This is the world now watching. They want to know. Because you guys, you've never done Jiu-Jitsu, either one of you. Right? You guys have kids, you guys are professionals, they have successful careers. Tyson's been training for a long time, so his vote doesn't count right now. But for you guys, it was like, yo, what did you expect going into it? Before you went, just full raw, like, I'm going to go do Jiu-Jitsu today. What did you think before the first class, what it was going to be like? Be honest.
I did 6-8 years on my feet, so I was prepared for something. I thought it was going to be something advanced, but I didn't think it was going to be going from thinking I could swim to just flat out drowning. So I just realized that there was a whole skill set that I existed that I knew nothing about. And it was a game changer.
So because you had some standing martial arts experience, you felt like, yo, I'd be able to be in there and be okay, right. But you're saying it's a whole different language.
It's a completely different language.
Full fresh start.
Full fresh start. And when I came back the second time and I hooked up with Ty, he's about 40 pounds lighter than me. He was handling me no problem.
You could feel it, right?
No problem.
You
no
knew.
Problems. Yeah.
But he was nice to you. He was gentle. But you could just feel how technical he was in the movements.
Absolutely.
And
he wasn't exerting himself, and I was exerting myself. I was trying to throw him around, and he was not tired, let me tell you.
And he did class this morning, Gracie Combatives, lesson number 18, and did awesome, bro. Had a great partner with Ty. Lawrence tried the first class with Tim earlier this week. Steve had his first classes on the camera right now. So there's a lot of people out there who think, man, if I go to Gracie University or if I go try Jiu-Jitsu, it's going to be a fight club. They're going to beat me up. It's going to be disrespectful. It's going to be crazy. I'm going to get injured. And that's a lot of older people. Let's talk to the dads right now. Moms, happy Mother's Day. We love you, okay? But dads, come in. Steve, take a kneel right here. Get a little lower, bro. This is a dad talk.
Join the party.
You guys, I was talking to another friend the other day, another guy who's also a dad, as we all are here. And I was like, dude, what do you do for fun? I asked this guy. And he went, well, you know, I go to restaurants and I ride my bike sometimes with my wife. I'm like, bro, hold on. What do you do for you? What do you do that's your thing, 100% for you? Because what happens to so many dads? We play sports when we're kids. You graduate high school, you know, maybe college if you're lucky, sports there. But if not, you just kind of graduate out of doing physical things. And then you kind of just get older. You work a bunch to support a family and people that you love, which is honorable and amazing. And then you just kind of stop focusing on you. So for me, I'm like, you went to class this morning. How many dads were in that class?
A bunch.
Dude, all those, there's like an 80-person combatives class, packed. And all these dads, everyone's working together. Moms too, like a lot, men and women collaborative. But the fact is, those people all left their houses to go do something for themselves. Right. And to me, that's special, right? To have something that's solely and entirely yours that you go do. And the reason why I'm so enthusiastic about this is because Jiu-Jitsu is one of those things that doesn't matter if you're strong, athletic, powerful, young, energetic. It doesn't matter what your physical attributes are. Jiu-Jitsu is for you. You saw the room today. Men and women of every age, shape, and demographic. Some in the best shape, some in the worst shape, and everyone in between. And they're all working and growing in Jiu-Jitsu, this amazing martial art that people are falling in love with because it actually works. Whatever your physicality is, Jiu-Jitsu will 10x multiply your potential. That's my belief. So if you're already athletic, 10x. If you're out of shape, still, you're a human. You can walk and move a little, 10x with Jiu-Jitsu. Much more scalable progress than you can accomplish in a gym. Because physicality, there's a limit, bro. You can only get so strong. You can only get so fast. And then when you get into a fight with someone who's a little bigger, a little heavier, a little stronger, that goes down the drain. So that's why Jiu-Jitsu is becoming this thing that so many people go to as their own thing. So there's a lot of people out there who think, oh, I have a knee injury from a car accident a long time ago. I can't do Jiu-Jitsu. Or my foot's not good. Or my wrist hurts a little bit. Right? And then we talk about, no, Jiu-Jitsu is for you, even if you have a pre-existing injury. I always say Jiu-Jitsu is the art that you retire into. You feel me? Like, you may have done other sports that were successful or not, but when everything else is done, Jiu-Jitsu is where we land, and it's something that you can do until my grandfather was 93, you guys. Grandmaster was still having a blast, and it gave him meaning, it gave him significance, it gave him something to focus his mind on, keep him sharp, something to care about. So that's what I hope for these guys, and that's what I also hope for anyone out there who's like, man, all right, it's just life now. You just do the same thing every day over and over again, but there's not something that's solely yours that you're investing in and getting better at and fueling that progress and making relationships every step of the way. So go to gracieuniversity.com, find a school near you. We have over 200. Find one of those, get in there and try a class. Took me a while to drag these guys in there, but they're in there now and they're good to go. They're going to be okay. But for everyone else who's on the fence, tell them, Lawrence, like, what do they need to do?
It's legit. Find your local CTC. Go on the website.
Dude, I told you, and if you don't have a CTC near you, guess what? You learn everything online in a Gracie garage with the green mats. Put a little internet, put a little screen. You guys can get down together and just make a community like this. And if GU wasn't so close, we would be doing it right here. But we can just drive 7 minutes down the hill and we can train, okay? So there's no excuse. Thank you, Steve, for recording. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. And that's all I have to say about that. Dads, You matter too, even on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, you guys. I love you. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're still on the fence, go to gracieuniversity.com, and for a limited time, I've unlocked 30 free lessons for instant access as soon as you create your free profile. If this doesn't get you off the fence and on the mat, then nothing will. Let's go.